turn my back, you laughing.
Top of the throne, I am a king, not a pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the board is my home.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown LA at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Chargers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Mike's back.
You're set. Go 80. 80 weapon.
Let him know, let him know. Shit. Hatch it.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight. Just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike.
5.
59. I got it. Check 59. Mike. Man, 80. Mike to 59. All day, every night.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Henry's got it out on the left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Check 52.
General West. Oh, 80.
Go. Switch.
Red 80. Bravo.
Darnold from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now
Get wide.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Second and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 11 yards there. First down. Cousins now to throw on first down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. So the previous play, a big help, is now they'll have it first and 10 up at the 20.
Hey, Charlie. Check four. Hey, 80.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check out.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
He's coming, double up.
Tight dog.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Darnold now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10.
Hey, Orbit.
He don't want it. Check safety. Mike's 54.
To the air again, Darnold. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. Touchdown, L.A. Corey Davis with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side on target to Thielen. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Minnesota.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action now. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Gun. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Zebra, zebra, zebra. Hey, echo. 50 behind.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to loft one into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Christian, travel.
Check three.
Red 80.
A little flare.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Red 80. Check three. Pilot, 64, weak.
No.
Now it's Hunt. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
54's Mike.
Red 80. Protein spill.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
Yellow 80. Hey, Steve 6.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Here we go, son.
Mike 50.
Red 80.
Coming.
Red 80.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Here it comes.
Hey, Alpha.
Whip.
Red 80.
Deuce.
Red 80.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He's going to take a shot. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Taywon Taylor. his second touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Cousins now from the 50. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Cousins to throw it. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The reception good for 7. It's third down. So the Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Under 10.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how do...
It's a foot race. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Corey Davis with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. From the 44, Cousins. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Jerry Tillery gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Third and 15.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Out of time, let's get off the field. Hey, 382, lane 50.
Third and long for Cousins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3.
He's crossing. He's checking crowd.
Here's Darnold. Man open left side. It's Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. Now he's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. A play fake, and it's Darnold. This complete to Henry over the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Throwing is Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First down, Minnesota.
A first down throw for Cousins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Darnold now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's first and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Hey, exit. Check.
Darnold from the gun. Dancing and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Hey, right on cue, they set up the screen and complete it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Vikings.
First down. Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little
through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Williams. His 6th touchdown of the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A toss to Cook. And some space here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 16, Cousins forced out to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 42. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, lady. He's checking. Send him west. Kill. Hey. You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Young lady. Chopper. Check. Lucky. Red 80. Buzz.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
And the Chargers.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Darnold now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Hey, wahoo!
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Mike 54. Red 80.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I'm here all day.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Powers through. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now Charger kicker Mike Badgley on 4th down, coming out to try the field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Just fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Let's go, defense.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Cook. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. A 10th carry of the game for Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. This is caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Corey Davis, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Badgley, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So after the loss of 2, here's 2nd and 12 from the 23. Cook. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And Darnold wants to throw the football. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, Orbit. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Darnold. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Well, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Cousins. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more.
Shift. Two.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. But Charles, it's